A grumpy cat is what I saw, Gemini, when I felt the energy behind your cards for this week. And I also saw a lot of references to air energy, which is your energy, which is also the card that's on the board. Two of Swords is air energy. And it also has the 2 on it, which is Gemini is about the twins, right? The number 2. So there's a lot about the number 2 air energy for you. And so what I specifically saw was a cloud and a fan, like a turbine. So there could just be a lot of gossip, or there could be a lot of chatter in your life for this week. You know, Geminis, you guys are about the gab. That is kind of what Gemini energy is about. With the 2 of Swords, definitely so. But with the grumpy cat, maybe it's like you're not really vibing with what's being said, or it's making you grumpy. Maybe all the chatter or the subject of conversation, the gossip, is kind of making you a little aggravated. Let's pull more cards and see what else we have here. Okay, so 7 of Wands is potentially having to defend your position. So somebody says something and you're like, well, no, that's not how that is, because whatever, because, in my situation, that's not the case. So this is having to potentially defend your position, potentially making you grumpy, the grumpy cat. And then the world it makes me feel like this is like the media. It makes me feel like this is like gossip, or just widespread, like what's going around, just information that what people are talking about. And it's just the subject of conversation. On the bottom, we have the 2 of Pentacles with the King of Cups. That is like always having to like juggle new information. It's always something new. It's always being bombarded with like a new headline, basically a new headline. Oh my God. So-and-so, oh my God, and now I have to like explain myself, or now I have to debate this with someone and like defend my position. It's like dealing with that. And again, King of Cups, super grumpy. So let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards, see if we can find out more information, and then we will pull advice for you guys at the end of the reading. So anything else about the grumpy cat, the cloud, and the fan, the turbine? The fan could also be kind of like fanning the flames, right? So maybe somebody is being what do you call that when somebody like is like baiting someone else? They're gaslighting. Maybe somebody's gaslighting, and that's the fan too here. Let's see what we get for advice. Any advice here? Okay. The Wall. So it's again, Wall is very similar to 7 of Wands energy from the tarot cards, which is defense. It is protection. It's like, well, let's see what else there is actually. It is kind of like saying, I'm like this, which is maybe different than this other thing. You know, it is saying how you potentially follow a path that is your own path, and that you have to defend that path. So Aries in the path with the Wall here is defending what you do, defending your lifestyle. With Taurus, it's potentially defending how you make money. Maybe you make money in a way that's taboo for some reason, with regards to what's being talked about in the media, or what's being talked about, what the gossip is about. Maybe you're like a cop, right? And cops have a bad rap. Actually, maybe as this was like back, when Black Lives Matter, if you were a cop, this would be more applicable. But yeah, and it's you having to explain. I think it's you having to explain yourself. Let's pull one more card. It's you having to explain how you actually benefit society, or you benefit people, and that you care, and that you provide care. You provide care and you provide protection. Cancer. So like in the cop example, you provide care and you provide protection. You're not just persecuting people, and you're a bit grumpy because people are talking shit. And you're like, that's not what I do. I follow my own path, and I literally am there to protect people, and I'm there to take care of people. So apply that how it fits for your life, because I'm sure all of you are not cops. So apply that how it fits for you. Let's pull advice, and we'll also get more information about what's going on here with the advice. That was super fast. That was one shuffle. Okay, so the card we have here is Ace of Wands. The advice is, feel free to get angry. Don't just get grumpy, get angry. Like, maybe even say something to stand your ground. This is saying stand your ground, because 7 of Wands before, maybe you're saying, hold up. But this is saying maybe get mad. This is saying maybe put a little emphasis into it. Let's see what else there is. Yeah, because it pisses you off. When people talk shit about either what you do, or when people talk shit with regards to this gossipy matter, or what's going around. It pisses you off because I think in some way it kind of, it speaks something about you. It like says, it implies something about you. And again, if this isn't you, by the way, Geminis, this is like a person you're dealing with. And it implies something about them, about their livelihood, Knight of Pentacles, the way that they make their money, the way that they live. And it pisses them off because it implies that it's like talking shit about the way that they live their life, that they do things. It's talking shit. And they have their reasons. And I feel like if you were to listen to them, they have a very valid reasons, and they have their own approach, which almost separates them from the masses. And, you know, and it creates a distinction between them and the people, the group of people who really maybe deserve to be talked shit about. Okay, let's pull advice from the Oracle cards and see. I mean, the advice really is to don't stereotype. This is about kind of like about stereotyping. It's like, don't stereotype people. It's like, not all cops are bad, right? Not all, I don't know. I kind of feel like those companies that flip properties, not all banks are bad. They're not out to like charge you for overdraft fees. You know what I'm saying? The Fool, I mean, the Fool kind of is don't let it get to you, or almost like don't even pay attention to it. Play the Fool, in fact. So like, I mean, if you have to deal with it, if somebody is like directly in front of you saying shit, get mad. If it's pissing you off, you know, yeah, say something. Otherwise, you might want to like kind of ignore it or play the Fool. Let's see what else there is. Yeah, see with this last little bit of advice here, we've got Jupiter, the Hammer, and the Coal. You really only are going to have to flip out on this person once. And when you flip out, I'm going to just say, I don't want to talk about it. Or like, I don't give a shit, you know? Like, it's making me mad, and it's a subject that really pisses me off because it kind of like implies all these things that aren't true. And so you only really have to flip out on them once, and you only have to get mad once before they kind of cut it out, and then it's over. So that's the advice here, is like, I mean, yes, get mad, but and then after getting mad, then you don't have to anymore after that point. So now this makes a little bit more sense. Okay, that is going to be your reading, Gemini. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to follow the channel, subscribe, and check out Patreon if you want to see more videos, and if you want to support my work. Links for that are below. Also in my profile if you're on TikTok. And with that, I'll see you next time.